my sweet, sweet emperors and empresses. Welcome. For all of you that don't know me, my name is Erica Hepperly. I am a certified personal trainer. I am a certified nutrition and online health coach and a fitness enthusiast. Anyways, today I want to talk to you about inflammation. What exactly is inflammation anyways? Inflammation is the number one contributor to a lot of chronic diseases and is often not really paid attention to when it comes to Western medicine. Signs that you may have inflammation will be fatigue, pain, joint swelling, high blood pressure, skin rashes, obesity, and a lot of other things and complications that come with chronic inflammation. Now you say, what causes chronic inflammation? Chronic inflammation is caused by high stress, can exacerbate inflammation within the body, as well as prescription drugs, lack of sleep, what you eat. What you eat is very important when it comes to inflammation. With that being said, a lot of people don't think that what they eat has to do a lot with how their body looks and how their body feels on the inside. And I want to go into a little more depth about just 3 items that can severely cause and irritate the body, making the body ultra inflamed. So I want to talk about the number 1, sugar, the king of inflammation. So many times I've tried to get my clients to cut out sugar, quit sugar, and it is almost like a drug. I want to tell you that it's been 3 weeks today exactly that I have given up all forms of sugar, including artificial sweeteners. And I have noticed a huge difference in my body composition, my energy, the way I feel, and the way my joints and muscles feel actually. Sugar causes insulin resistance. The pancreas goes on overdrive and starts secreting higher amounts of insulin because cells get so used to that higher amount of insulin that they no longer respond to when the hormone is actually called upon and needed within the body. You then end up producing leptin resistance. Leptin is basically, your body has 2 hormones that control your appetite. Leptin is going to be what tells you you're full. Ghrelin, which tells you you're hungry. And when you have leptin resistance, your body ends up not understanding when it is time to stop eating. Therefore, another thing that causes inflammation is coffee. Coffee is actually affects people differently, I should say, when it comes to inflammation. Coffee is metabolized very differently within 2 different types of people. There could be someone like person A who can have 1 cup of coffee at 12 and not be able to sleep through their night. Whereas I can have 1 cup of coffee and actually go to sleep right away. My body does not metabolize it as quickly as, say, the person A who had the coffee and it kept them up the whole night. Too much caffeine will also lead to insulin resistance, therefore causing weight gain because of the leptin resistance. And when it comes to alcohol, alcohol is a huge inflammatory because it causes intestinal inflammation. So you drink, it has to get processed through your liver, and then your liver is doing extra work, and that is causing a lot of inflammation within there. Of course, because alcohol causes you to lose brain control and lose kind of like cognition, it does cause you to overindulge, and you can be overindulging in items that are high in salt, high in sugar, and therefore can wake up feeling really swollen the next morning. So the 3 main items that cause inflammation would be sugar, caffeine, and alcohol. So be careful when you are consuming those items that you're not consuming them in excess, and you don't consume them all together at the same time. Now I want to talk about foods that cause inflammation. That's going to go for anything from veggie oils to grain-fed meats, farm-raised fish, trans fats, raw nuts and seeds, processed box foods, gluten-free cookies. Although they think they're gluten-free, they do cause inflammation because your body is not used to processing them. However, on the other hand, if you want to eat foods that prevent inflammation, I do recommend that you eat wild fish, walnuts, avocados, ground flax seeds. Make sure they are ground because your body does not absorb the whole flax seeds. You can eat whole chia seeds though. Coconut oil, olive oil, and of course the inflammatory reducer of them all, turmeric. That is a good, you can buy it in raw, you can buy it in a powdered form, you can buy it in pill form, and that is something I recommend you take every day if you are feeling any sort of inflammation. Of course, I am not a doctor. I am not prescribing any of these things to you, but these are just recommendations based on my findings and my research. If you take anything away from this video, it is that sugar is the inflammatory king. So when I tell my clients to cut out sugar, it is not because I'm telling them I want to take away all the fun of eating, but it does have really bad side effects to your health. Try cutting out sugar for 30 days and I promise your moods will go up, your energy levels will go up. You'll find that you're in a lot less pain because you're not as inflamed. And of course, when you suffer from chronic inflammation, it does happen to cause a lot of brain fog. You become really fatigued, you become kind of just like irritable, and that is because your gut is like your second brain. So when it's not feeling comfortable, your moods are going to be off. What affects your gut affects your brain because the gut makes up 95% of our feel-good neurotransmitter serotonin. So therefore, you are what you eat is kind of what I am giving you and to take away from this. So eat whole foods, foods that are high in, are dense, they're high in nutritional value, and they are not just empty processed calories. So I hope that helps, and make sure that if you have any questions, feel free to email me, erica.hepperly.fitness@gmail.com, or shoot me a DM on Instagram, ericahep_fit. And I'd love to answer any of your questions. And for all my people watching this in my 7-day free challenge, let's rock this week!